All right, man. How y'all doing, man? Hope everybody's good. Hope everybody's doing well. This is Torture Talk. If you like the content, please consider subscribing if you're new here. Let me work for your subscription today. So look, man, I'm pretty happy, pretty excited because I set up some new stuff and I feel good, man. I feel good. I feel good. Thank y'all, man. Y'all changed my life. I really appreciate y'all. So today's episode, we're going to be talking about how Joey Badass failed. Yes, he failed. Trying to come at Kendrick, trying to shoot at the king. You failed, nigga. You failed. So look, man, we're going to get into that. Before I get into that, you know I got to get legendary. Spill this is Torture Talk. If you like the content, please consider subscribing if you're new here. Let me work for your subscription today. All the beautiful, single, sexy ladies, put one in the chat. All the fellas, you know to find the ones that just don't harass them. I don't sell no merch, but I do have content absolutely free. But if you want to leave a donation, link is in the description. Cash App right here on the screen. No more PayPal. They call me the Hidden Gem. 1,300 subscribers, over 13, 14, 15, 16, 17,000. And yes, I am the King of the North. Let me know what kingdom you from. I came a long way from 1,300 subscribers. I'm about to hit 18,000 subscribers. Yes, 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 yes. So all I'm saying is help me get to 18,000. 25,000 I will be giving away a nice size cash fucking prize, baby. You know what I'm saying? So help me reach 25,000. But for right now, 18 probably by Tuesday. I'm trying to hit 18 by Tuesday. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. So look, man, I got to put the logo back up here. I'm going to do that. And yeah, we'll be back. You know what it is, Torture Talk. All right, man, this comes courtesy of Jalapy. You know what it is, Torture Talk. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. Let's get it, man.
This video is about to get very surgical, so stay with me. And before I even get to the breakdown, I want to say, this was a great idea by Joey Badass. It was a great plan. You feel me? I respect the thought process and what he was trying to do. Okay? It failed. It failed. It failed miserably. And if y'all think that I'm tripping, I got receipts. I got whatever you need for you to come to a similar conclusion as me. And once again, you don't have to, but you can at least acknowledge that I'm on to something with what I'm talking about in this video, all right? Now, first and foremost, let's just do a small recap, okay? Joey Badass comes out of nowhere and says that the West Coast is getting too much love. That's pretty much what he says. He gets on the track and says it's too much West Coast D-licking.
He definitely did. I ain't gonna lie. He definitely did. How do I feel about this whole battle? I'm actually gonna do my own version of what he's doing. But I'm gonna do it more on a lines of giving Daylight his flowers. I think what Daylight did with those songs need to be talked about. And I'm gonna go through every song. I might do that. I might do that today. I'm gonna go through every song. I'm gonna listen to a snippet of the song and talk about every song. All of those songs need to be talked about. I ain't gonna listen to the whole thing because that'd be too long. But I'm gonna listen to some of them. But yeah, also too, I apologize for not doing a live this week because I've been busy trying to set new stuff up and get everything right. I'm still not completely done. I gotta get over to Torture Talk After Hours and get some things done over there too. So, but yeah, I'm gonna do a little Daylight tribute. You know what I'm saying? Because I think what he did was amazing. He needs to be shouted out. So, yeah. So let's get to it.
Pretty much just saying the West Coast getting too much love right now. I don't like it. Okay? And this is something that's been happening. You see what I'm saying? Anytime the West Coast is popping or the West Coast doing their thing, the East Coast get mad, but they don't be upset when the South was doing their thing. You see what I'm saying? So it's an interesting dynamic. But, you feel me? This provoked Joey to come out of nowhere and just call out the West Coast. So, like the West Coast usually does, Daylight responds. He responds pretty quickly. And Rayvon responded too. You feel me? Mother called out the West Coast, and the West Coast got outside. Crash Out Heritage was crazy. Now, a whole lot of narratives got turned when it came to this battle into something that people used in order to get Kendrick to come outside and battle Joey. You see? It turned into this whole, oh, Joey's by himself. The whole West is attacking him as if Joey wasn't the one that provoked the conversation in the first place. And then I noticed that it became more.
That's a fact. That's 100% facts. And I was saying that. And now that he acknowledged it, I'm telling you, I felt like people was trying to create a narrative just so they can say that Kendrick ain't coming outside because he's scared of Joey Badass. Because Joey Badass is out here actually giving it to the West Coast. He's smacking them up. I can't believe this. And everybody was running with that narrative, which was so corny. That was corny. It was corny. I like the fact that Joey did his thing, and I like the fact that he came outside to battle. But it was corny for people, because people just ruined it. They ruined it. I'm not gonna put all the blame on Joey, but people ruined it. They really did.
About forcing Joey ahead of Rayvon and Daylight in order to get a Kendrick versus Joey battle. And this was Joey's whole goal. He even used that narrative that was created on social media in his songs to deliver the propaganda, which is what you're supposed to do as a battler, especially when you're trying to get a bigger battle. But then Joey disappears for a little bit, comes out with an EP, even takes some shots at J. Cole, which nobody's saying J. Cole should respond, but anyway. Everybody at this point pretty much thought this.
That's another fact. Nobody was saying that J. Cole should respond. Nobody. Now, in the beginning, people were saying that. People were saying that J. Cole should respond. But afterwards, nobody was saying that. Nobody was saying that he should come out and respond to Joey Badass like Kendrick did. Like Kendrick should. And J. Cole was supposed to be one of the elite MCs. I just don't get it. I don't get it. It's like y'all pick and choose when it come to Kendrick. I see y'all. I really do. I see y'all. Y'all pick and choose. Y'all pick and choose. And listen, bro. Listen, bro. We here for it. We here for it. But y'all pick and choose, man. Y'all do. And it's corny. It's so corny. It's like, how you gonna say that Kendrick should come outside and battle Joey, but not say it about J. Cole? Like, come on, bro.
Shit was over. We all thought Joey going for the situation. At this point, it felt like Joey wasn't really trying to catch smoke. He was just trying to do a lot of subliminal stuff, and then, you feel me, not really directly say nothing to nobody. That's how we were talking about it before the cipher happened. That made me realize something. When did this cipher happen? This cipher actually dropped while the Celtics were playing the Knicks. A series that nobody thought the Knicks were gonna win until they started winning. All of a sudden, New Yorkers in general were starting to talk very crazy. You see what I'm saying? New Yorkers were acting like they were about to win the chip and the series wasn't even over yet. And that's when I got on live with DeVille that one time. We were talking about the battles, and I said, I'm not gonna lie, I think Joey Badass is trying to use the New York Knicks to amplify his diss tracks, which is genius. You battle somebody during a time where the New York Knicks, a team that has an extremely large fan base and it creates crazy optics, you try to get Kendrick to battle you during that time. Or you take battles during that time. Because now you have the narrative and optics behind you. For every win that the Knicks get, right, people attribute that win to you. That's just how people work. You see?
I don't know too much about that. I mean, I could understand where he coming from with that, but I don't really know too much about that. I don't, how would I say? I didn't look in too much into that. I really don't follow basketball like that no more. So, I mean, but at the same time, I can kind of understand where he coming from with that narrative. If you're pushing that narrative, obviously that's what people are going to think. You know what I'm saying? So I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying. The Knicks winning, Joey winning, it puts the spotlight on New York. That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? In general, especially on social media. And I started thinking, hold on, this could be true. But in order to find out if it's true or not, I had to go see when these songs were coming out. So let's take a look. The Red Bull Cipher dropped when? May 13th, okay? Keep that in mind. The Red Bull Cipher dropped May 13th of 2025. On May 13th of 2025, what was the Celtics-Knicks series looking like? Oh, the day before, the Knicks went up 3-1 on the Celtics. This article came out the next day, or actually that night, if you want to say 1:08 a.m. You see what I'm saying? It came out the next day. So you telling me the next morning, the Red Bull Cipher finally drops? Interesting. That could be 100% coincidental. But let's keep going. Game 6 was scheduled for May 16th. This is when the Knicks actually eliminated the Celtics. So this is May 16th, 2025. When did Joey's next diss track drop? Let's take a look. The day before. The day before, it was clear that the Knicks were about to eliminate the Celtics. There's no Jason Tatum. You got to go back to Madison Square Garden. It was clear as day the Knicks were about to win this game. Joey Badass drops this the day before, and it's called The Finals. It's literally rooted.
I mean, what can you say? He on to something. He's always on to something. What can you say? I mean, I know that that's not a reach for him to say the finals. And I mean, it sounds legit to me.
In campaigning with the New York's Knicks run. So the more the Knicks go further, right, the more the disses become amplified, especially if the Knicks would have gotten to the finals. I feel like just based on social media and how social media works, they would have attempted to use that to pressure Kendrick Lamar to respond even more. I'm trying to tell you. While everybody's celebrating the Knicks beating the Celtics, boo, you drop another one called My Town with Loaded Lux. And it's New York Knicks as the cover art. You see what I'm saying? Imagine,
Damn, bro. That's crazy. Yo, you know what's so crazy? Sometimes the obvious is not the obvious. And I don't think I would have caught on to this one. Even though, I'm yawning so much, man. Even though it's right there. I don't know if I would have caught on to that. It's right there. But I think what Jalapy's doing is good work. I mean, I just don't think I would have caught on to that. That's crazy.
I'm trying to tell y'all, bro, that was the goal, to build up the anticipation and all that into the promotion of potentially getting a battle and something else that we're going to talk about later. Now, this is where they messed up. Everybody had the Knicks beating the Pacers in this series. People was talking about the Knicks going to the finals. They just beat the champs, all that, right? So they prematurely recorded this song with a whole lot of bars insinuating, right, that the Knicks were going to the finals. This is Busta Rhymes, DJ Scratch, Papoose, Nims, Joey Badass. They all got on this track rap about that type of stuff. Joey even went as far as to say the Knicks is winning in 6. You see what I'm saying? So they're building momentum on the Knicks winning games and hoping they get to the finals to win and capitalize off that.
Yo, that's crazy because I never heard that song. I seen it on a list, but I said to myself, is that really a real song? Is that a real song? And I guess it was.
Which there's nothing wrong with that. Don't think I'm like saying there's something wrong with that. I'm just saying this is 1000% Joey Badass's plan. And it's clear as day if you see all the details. Now, what everybody got to remember is Joey announced that he had a new album dropping after the battle was over. Not only did he announce that he had a new album dropping, but he announced that it's dropping before August 30th. I wonder why. Because if he drops it after August 30th, right, he will no longer be eligible for a Grammy nomination. His album would be directly competing with Kendrick Lamar's albums for the Grammys. More hype around the potential of a battle or boom boom. You see what I'm saying? But the Knicks would have had to get this done in order for all of this to make sense. Because now that the Knicks lost, you lose a bit of the optics, and now you have to rely strictly on what you're doing with your raps, your bars, all that. The optics are gone now. You see what I'm saying? And because of that, the amplification of his diss tracks will no longer happen. If the Knicks would have got to the finals, we would have been turning around to go listen to the finals and have more conversations about that stuff. But because they didn't get there, the plan is ruined, and you probably won't see that for too much. My theory is Joey was hoping the Knicks were gonna get to the finals in order to drop his album. I think he's still gonna drop the album, but I think he would have dropped the album in sync with the Knicks getting to the finals or winning the finals.
I couldn't agree with that. I can agree with that. I think that's legit. I think that would have been he would have been killing two birds with one stone, because he would have the Knicks winning, he would have capitalized off of that, and him putting it in before the Grammys, and actually 3. He definitely would have did that. I could see that.
I really do think that was the goal here, especially when you look at the name of the tracks, the way he's using the cover art. It's clear as day. If the Knicks would have got to the finals or won the finals, he would have dropped that album. I'm telling you, bro. But now I don't really know where Joey's supposed to go from here with this whole situation, because you don't have the optics on your side no more. And now it's nothing for people to keep the momentum train going in hopes you get the response or you get the Kendrick battle. I don't know what's supposed to happen here now. I'm actually surprised West Coast rappers ain't dropped diss tracks. You see what I'm saying? I'm surprised Ray Vaughn ain't have a track clip for the moment, but I think they really called it. I think the battle is really over. You see what I'm saying? But thank y'all for coming, like, comment, subscribe, especially if you're new. I love talking to y'all about these random ideas, these random theories. You see what I'm saying? And just seeing what y'all got to say. So appreciate y'all. I ain't been live in a minute. I'm going to start going live very soon. You feel me? So.
All right, man. That's Jalapy. You already know what it is. All right, man. So we back. You already know what it is. Look, man. Jalapy, he be on some shit. I ain't going to lie, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate Jalapy. Jalapy, they do a lot of good work over there. Him and the Ville. I call him, what do I call him? Everybody know what I call him. What do I call him? I call him, what's that? What's the dude name? It's right there. You already know. You know what I'm saying? Sherlock Holmes and Watson. That's what I call the Ville and Jalapy. But, yeah, man. So, the thing is, I definitely think that Joey Badass had a plan, and when you rely on other people's plan to do things, it's hard to execute your plan. And I think they had hopes that the Knicks was going to win. And for some people, you know, they felt like they were really going to win, and they lost. So, but I believe Jalapy. I believe what he's saying. I think that what he was on to was the truth. Now, do I believe that Joey would have got a battle with Kendrick? No. I don't think so. Absolutely not. I don't think that Joey Badass is on Kendrick level in any type of way. Now, a lot of y'all would say that, oh man, Kendrick Lamar, he should have battled Joey Badass. It's not right. He should have came down. Like, no. Why? Why would Kendrick Lamar battle Joey Badass? And he is doing some of the biggest things. Because a lot of y'all, this is what I think. I think a lot of y'all think that Kendrick Lamar just has time to just do, like, he's on a stadium tour. He got to prepare, for all this. So y'all think that he should just stop and say, no, he could just go into the studio. What studio can he go into? How is he going to do that? Is he going to go, where you going to go to a studio that he never been into before? You got to have certain security. Like, it's so much going into that. This guy is not just some regular rapper. He's a mega star. He's not just this guy who could just go. Like, no. You realize that this guy is doing stadiums. He ain't doing no regular tour. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, he can't just walk into any studio. This is Kendrick Lamar we talking about. So, I don't know, but do I think that Kendrick Lamar should have responded to Joey Badass? I already got 2 videos up about that. You want to go check it out? Make sure I go check it out. Either way, man, thank y'all for joining me, man. I appreciate y'all. This was a test run, and I know it sounded good. I know it looked good because I'm good like that. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, man. Thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one, man. I'll be back in the studio tomorrow. Peace. Bye.